Just give me a second here. Okay. All right. So I know I don't have any viewers right now, except maybe one or two sometimes, but I'm just testing out a different setup to have my YouTube comments visible here on the side on this other monitor here. But I think we're good. So just try this here. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll leave it like that for now. But okay. Hi everyone. I'm Isaac. I'm a price action trader studying the Al Brooks trading course. It's a video course on his website, and I am posting today my own personal journal review of the E-mini S&P 500 or E-micro. This is not teaching. This is just my personal journal and just a way for me to talk out loud and get feedback from people with more knowledge and more experience than me. Also for me to say things out loud and then hopefully that helps me with my to catch things that I'm doing that I need to improve on. It actually does help, by the way. So yeah, once again, I'm not teaching anything. If you want to learn, you go to Al Brooks. If you're viewing this video, I'm assuming that you've watched the Al Brooks video course. And I'm also assuming that you're part of his Discord group. I am not currently enrolled in the webinars that they do daily. I have been there before, but I decided to go back and do a second run through of the course. That's the video Brooks trading course. So just keep all that in mind for my review here. And now we will start, and we'll start at the monthly. So yeah, many bull bars up, had buyers below this bar. Doji, but after this many bull bars, chances are it would go up, and it did go up a little bit, but then pulled back. This month is not over yet anyways. It's only January 9th. Weekly chart. Yep. Slowly going upwards, starting to go sideways. So I just expect sideways action. Today is Friday, so this weekly bar is officially closed. So yeah, today is Friday, January the 9th. So this bar is officially closed, and this is where it closed. And I don't know if it's easy to spot here. Might not be, but here on the weekly chart, same as the monthly chart, we crossed the all-time high today and officially created a new all-time high. let's go to the daily chart and we can get a better look at that. Here's the daily ETH. Before I forget, I also assume that you guys viewing this know the terminology. So RTH, ETH, Globex, high 1, high 2, wedge top, wedge bottom, buyers below, sellers above, all of that. Stop order, limit order, signal bars. I assume you know all that terminology. Okay, so daily ETH or daily Globex. Yeah, higher low, higher low. Still the trading range, and that was made obvious with this bar here, closing inside this bar when it tried to close above its close or even above its high, and it was unsuccessful. Which damaged the bull case. But then, look here, bears tried to close the gap. They were unsuccessful. And today's daily ETH bar, there it is. So again, that includes the after hours. It during the day session, it made a new all-time high. And to see more detail on that, the all-time high was here. You can see there the high of that day. What was that? October 30th, I think. Okay, October 30th of 2025. So that was our all-time high, 7014 3/4. And now we have reached 7017 3/4. Okay. Daily RTH. Same deal here, trading range. See disappointment here. See that candle wick. Disappointment for the bulls, disappointment for the bears because they couldn't close the gap here. And the bulls made a new all-time high. It's also a wedge top. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This might have been... to be honest, I expected today to be more of a doji type of day. I did not expect such a good bull body. Yet here we are. So who knows what that means for the following days, next week, in the coming weeks. Let's see. I still expect it to be more sideways anyways. Yeah. Just forgot to mention on the weekly chart, this here is the first time we've touched the 20 bar EMA in over 20 bars, so expect buyers there. And right now, that is pretty much the only thing I use the EMA for. Until I gain more knowledge and experience and skill, that's a different story. But right now, I just have the 20 bar EMA. No other EMAs on the screen. And I just use it for that 20 bar EMA pullback, buy or sell. Okay, let's look at the 60-minute RTH. So we had big down, big up, wedge 1, 2, 3. Came down, retested the bottom of this wedge here. 1, 2, 3, but then bounced after these little dojis here. Didn't go back down here. There were buyers there, right? Doji, high 2, which turned out to be successful, very successful. And yeah, went past this high. I don't think my 60-minute RTH goes far back enough, but you can already see from the daily chart where we were going here. We were going all the way back to these October highs. The only other thing I can say is, yep, the 60-minute RTH, you can tell that's a wedge top. You can tell that's a wedge top on a lower time frame. Okay. 15-minute Globex or ETH, so including the after hours. Okay. Oh, that was our closing bar today. Okay. Yeah, we trended up. Pull back, sideways, going up. And yeah, during the day session, during the RTH, was when we went up. But before that, we were going more sideways for a bit. Open gap here, you see. This breakout was maybe 2 points. But then this breakout from here to here, 7,001.5 to 7,009.5 for 10. That was more. That breakout was 8 points. Then another open gap here. Good sign. Good sign for the bulls. That will keep going further up. Okay. Now to the 5-minute chart. RTH. I will crunch this together. And let me pull up the market cycle diagram. Okay. So trend up, up, up. So bull trend, maybe going a little sideways here. Then down, downtrend. Pullback trading range, and then could have been either continuation or reversal. In this case, it was a reversal. Okay. I don't think Rose is watching this, but thanks, Rose, for that diagram. I mean, I should not be so lazy. I should just go to the the Brooks website. I mean, I do have access to the encyclopedia of chart patterns and the trading course. So that diagram is probably somewhere, and I should just go download these things myself. But she posted it in the Discord group, and I was like, okay. So now I look at it all the time. Okay. Let's start with the bar by bar review. Keeping in mind, you see this was on the daily chart. We had a bear body, so a nice bear bar, and then buyers below. So this was kind of a doji day, and you could see that here. So that's what we had right there, right? Starting there, going up a bit, creating that candle wick here, and then plunging back down. And then we went sideways. So I'll do the bar by bar review I know Brad Wolf in his review, he describes each bar before going on to the next one, like so. I'm not comfortable doing that just yet, so I'll just show all the bars on the screen, and then we'll do the bar by bar review. Okay, so bar one is a, I'd call that a doji. We gapped up, so I would call bar one a doji, but with a decent bull body. I think that closed above its midpoint. Did it? Yeah, above or just around the midpoint. Okay, 80% chance of buyers below, sellers above, as always. Bar two, nice bull bar. It looked like it was trying to retest uh the close of 2 days ago, which is the close of this which I believe was, okay, pardon me. Just let me see. Sit down. My apologies. That's the close of 3 days ago. So it's this close here. Yeah, this here is the close of its previous day, which was that over there, which is the close of this nice bull bar here. So it looked like it was finding sellers around there. Or it was trying to just test with the open of 2 days ago, which is this bear body. But it found sellers. So bar three, sellers took this back down. Bar four, we had buyers below. Go retest around this close. Then came back down, retested the open of bar one. Looked like it was trying to test the low of bar one, but there were buyers. And then bar five, yep, buyers taking this back up, probably for a scalp. Bar six, doji, yeah, sellers were around here, taking this back down before there were buyers again. And then bar six, buyers took this up a little more, retested the close of bar the close of bar two. Sellers were there, took this down. Bar eight, sellers broke below the low of bar one, and looked like we were retesting these lows here, retesting back into this trading range, which I know this red dotted line here is the close of 2 days ago. Which is here, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so two good bear bars, but then going back into this trading range here where we had some good supports here. This day, which is yesterday, yesterday's open was a support, as you could see clearly here. Yesterday's, well, 2 days ago's close was a support and then a resistance and then broke above resistance. So I would say that's support again. So there you go. So would I sell this? I mean, look at this. I don't know about that. So it doesn't look good for the bears. And I guess the bulls knew that because look at bar 9. Really nice bull bar. Even broke above the bar 8 high. So went totally above this bear bar. And closed back in this initial range. Closed near its high. Bar 10. Tried to come back down to retest the high of bar 8. Wasn't successful. Now we have an open gap. So good for the bulls. So not so surprising that bar 11 is another nice bull bar, now breaking above the high of bar 2, so above the initial range. And then another bull bar on 12, but then 13 is a doji. And let's see, we're retesting with 2 days ago, like any major lower highs, we retested there. And then sellers are there, bringing this back down. So bar 14 is a bear bar. Bar 14, big bear bar. And bar 16, kind of a doji, but with a bear body. So bulls came up. So it came up and then went back down a little bit. Retesting with this surprise bar here, it's high. And maybe it's a breakout pullback buy. So me personally, I would not sell that after seeing this, after seeing these good signs for the bulls. But then again, 3 bear bars looking like that wouldn't exactly fade that either, so I wouldn't buy against it. And I think that's why bar 17 went up, went down, so like a doji pin bar. But then bar 18 retested the bar 9 high, then formed a good bull bar, good bull body. I think this is an implied high 2 buy. If you look at a lower time frame, yeah, I think it would be a high 2 buy. So I think it's safe to buy, especially with the circumstances that we discussed just a few minutes ago. So yeah. And yeah, bar 19, good bull bar. Bar 20, good bull bar. 21, good bull bar, breaking the high. And then, yeah, 21, 22, doji with a little bear body. 23, doji with a little bear body. So we're pausing. Then 24, bear bar. 25, bear bar, but we have a candle wick above, so we went up and then we went down. Was that a 50% pullback? Let's have a look. I mean, from this leg here, I'm talking about. Wasn't even 50%, and it just continued to go up. So 26 bull bar. 27 went down, retested the close of 25, the 25 bear body, before going to create a bull body. So I think that's good for the bulls. So not looking too good for the bears. And I think that's why 28 was a nice bull bar. Broke this high, the high of 21. And then we just continued going up. So 29, nice bull bar. A little smaller, but okay. And then 30, pause. But then buyers below it. And on 31, go down, find more buyers. Almost like it's retesting these highs, but didn't even touch. So good sign for the bulls, bad sign for the bears. Closing on its high there. 32. Pause. I'd call that a doji. 33. Goes down. Buyers below. Then pull back. And this was probably this turned out to be a pullback, which you could see on the next bar, 34. Went back down, tried to retest here. Then we got a bull bar on 30. Sorry, this is 34. Yeah, 35. Which is good for the bulls, but then 36 is pin bar, little doji. So it's not exactly racing up, so something's not right here. And 37, not a very big bull bar in comparison to the previous bars. So not sure I would buy that, or if I would get long if I wasn't already long. Also, you can see it's a sloped triangle, which Al Brooks does discuss in his course. I believe it is in section 14D. He talks about this sloped triangle, and when it's a bull move up, wedge top, I think it's a nested wedge, and it's sloped, then that's a bear flag. So let's see what happens. So we can very less likely that we would break upwards into an even stronger bull trend. More likely to go either sideways or down. So think sideways. I was thinking, okay, let's see what happens. I think it would go sideways, but let's see. 38, small bear body. 39, bear bar. 40, doji, kind of pulling back a bit, retesting the low of 38. 41, going again to retest low of 48, trying to pull back there, trying to go back up there, but it's not happening. Closing with a small bear body. Then 42, doji. Again, this time not going up. Bull's not taking this up very much at all before the bears take it back down. We end with a bear body. And this is already a sign that something's not right for the bulls. And so And so 42 becomes this nice bear bar. And then 43, again, pull back to this, to the high of this breakout here. I mean, it's not really a big breakout. It's so tiny, but just saying, just in this context here, I mean, I'd call this a little break downward. So yeah, pulls back to the high of 43. Well, the open of 43 before coming back down. Okay. Here, let me just show the rest of this. And yeah, retests here. So retest this area where we broke out of. Then we get a little bounce on 45. Bull body. 46. Sellers above this bar, naturally. Look at this. Look at this move here. Look at the number of bear bodies. Then 47. Again, little doji. Went a little bit up, a little bit down. When it's so small. Then 40. Is it 48? Yeah, 48. Went down a bit. Tried to retest. Perhaps retest the high of 27. I don't think it even touched. So again, another open gap. Not even a negative gap or body gap that Al Brooks talks about in his course. Not even that. Not even the candle wicks overlapping. So tries to retest there. Buyers there, takes this back up. That's a high to buy. And in context here, yeah, we're in a trading range. That's true. You know, bull move. That's sloped triangle upwards. Yeah, we could have a bear breakout downwards. We could just go sideways. And you could take the chance if it's sideways. So I personally think this is a good buy order, like stop order bull. We'll just buy one tick above the bar. And so 49 is a good bull bar. Going back up to these highs around here. And then 50, another good bull bar. It breaks above. And then we go sideways. Kind of sideways, just jeez. I wouldn't even trade this. That one thing I will say is during the live session, the all-time high on the RTH was, I think it was 7011 and a quarter. So we got to around there, and I think we were just kind of meandering around it, just kind of going sideways. Basically nothing to do. But then the actual all-time high, which is on the ETH, was 7014 and 3/4. So I don't know. It's after this little pause here, the market created a new all-time high after all. Our new all-time high is, well, it's up here. I believe it's 7017 and a half. Can't remember now. But anyways, yeah. So it just went sideways until they hit they made a new all-time high. Was that a measured move target? Was that a target for anything? I don't know off the top of my head. I have to read through the Al Brooks Discord group, see if I find anything there that talks about this. But you know, we made a new all-time high. But this being so sideways, okay, then we reach the all-time high, make a new all-time high. I expect it's just gonna go sideways, maybe even reverse a bit. And at the end of the day, it did start to reverse. End of day, for the end of day, like the last half hour, I think so because it's the last trading day of the week, it's a Friday. Um, sorry. So I think so on the weekly chart, I think the bears wanted to push this down, create as much of a candle wick as possible. Bulls wanted to close above this October high. For the daily chart, we can see that the bears successfully closed below the high of this bar from 2 days ago. So this bear body with the candle wick on top. And so yeah, they were successful. And this isn't the first time in the last week or two that bears have done these little things to damage the bull case. Yet we continue to go up. But it does confirm to me that, you know, this is a trading range and eventually we're going to come down. And of course the bulls wanted to close completely above this bar, possibly even above this bar. And of course that didn't happen. So the end of day, the bears, institutional bears and bulls had their little fight. The institutional bears won that fight. So here we go. Okay. Yeah, there's no questions. Yeah, I'm not famous like Brad Wolf yet. It's a joke. I mean, this is just more of a private thing for myself and then just a few close friends. I mean, if anyone from the Brooks trading group catches wind of it, I don't know if they'd want to hear this or watch it, but you know, if one of them does decide to watch and give feedback, I mean, I'd be so grateful. I do know I have to work on my presentation and shorten my review. But I feel like I am getting better with these reviews, and it is actually helping me to see the market more clearly. I am still watching the Al Brooks video course, so just bear that in mind when watching my videos. Other than that, where do I think we go from here? Hard to say. I think just sideways to up maybe, but then I think there's going to be sellers soon. That's really all I can say. I'd have to take more time to think about this. And as always, if I do have anything else that I'd like to discuss, then I'll make a second recording. And so that should be all for today, and that should be all for this week. Again, unless I make a second recording. Okay, well, I think I will talk to you guys all later. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye for now.